I want to dive into a topic that I know many of you guys are struggling with right now. Why is it so hard to lose weight after 40? And I know that it could be so frustrating. You're putting in the work, you're seeing little to no progress, or even worse, you're actually gaining weight. So what gives? As we age, our body goes through some pretty big changes, which makes it harder for us to lose weight or even keep weight off. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Marcel Bradford. I am the go-to fitness coach for men over 40. So if you're in your 40s, you might be facing things like a slower metabolism, muscle loss, and even changes in your hormones. All of which makes it almost impossible for you to lose weight like you used to. But don't worry, you're not stuck. In this video, I'm gonna explain to you exactly why these changes happen and more importantly, what you can do about it right now to make sure that you start seeing results. If you're struggling with your weight or you're not seeing the results that you deserve, make sure you stay tuned because I have some actionable tips that can help you get back on track. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you don't miss out on any more tips that are tailored to men over 40 to help them lose weight and build muscle. All right, so now let's get into it. The first thing you need to understand is as you age, your metabolism starts to change. And that's not something that you can control, but it is something that you can manage. When you hit your 30s, your metabolism starts slowing down by 2% per decade. That means by the time you're in your 40s, you are burning fewer calories per day than you used to. As much as even 300 to 500 calories less per day. So just think about that for a second. If you're doing the same workouts, eating the same food as you did 10 years ago, you won't even see the same result. And this is why building and maintaining muscle is so important because muscle burns more calories than fat, up to 6 times more than fat per pound. Now, when you lose muscle, you're decreasing the amount of calories that you burn. That could be the reason why you're gaining weight, even though you feel like you're doing everything right. Now, the next key factor that changes as we get older that would absolutely sabotage your fat loss efforts are hormone changes, specifically cortisol and testosterone. Now, cortisol, if you're not familiar with that, that is a stress hormone. So naturally, as we get older, we take on more responsibilities such as life, work, your family, and once these levels of cortisol are elevated for a long period of time, they start to store fat. And specifically in the area that we hate the most, the midsection. Like, who wants that? And testosterone, I'm sure you guys heard of this before, but it's so important because the more testosterone you have, the more muscle you'll be able to produce. Again, the more muscle, the more calories you burn. Now, testosterone drops off after the age of 30, anywhere between 1 to 2% per year. So figure the math. By the time you're in your 40s, that's going to be significantly lower. Now that you know the reasons why you are struggling to lose weight, here are 4 tips that you can start right now to significantly start seeing changes immediately and to get yourself back on track. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to exercise 3 to 4 times a week. Focus on compound movements like squatting, bench press, rows. These movements will engage multiple body parts, keeping your metabolism burning at a higher rate. Number 2, eat enough protein. Look, protein is going to be your best friend when it comes to making sure your muscles are fed, allowing you to burn fat. You want to aim for about 1 gram of protein per body weight. Now, number 3, you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep and focus on stress management techniques. Sleep anywhere from 7 to 8 hours, that's ideal. Sleep is when your body's recovering. It also allows you to restore your hormones and it helps with appetite suppression. When it comes to stress management, you could practice meditation or you could even do deep breathing techniques. This is important because this will allow you to restore your cortisol levels or maybe even decrease them as well. And number 4, don't skip cardio, but make sure you're doing it strategically. HIIT is fantastic when it comes to burning a lot of calories in a short amount of time, typically anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. But what it does is it allows you to burn fat without sacrificing any muscle. And doing this 2 to 3 times a week will give your metabolism that boost it needs. Look, fat loss does not have to be that challenging. With the right approach, you could fight back against these changes, and start seeing results again. Look, what I want you to do is take one of these tips that I gave you in this video, whether it's eat more protein, whether it's doing HIIT, and I want you to start today. because consistency is the key no matter what your age is. So if you're ready to take control of your fitness after the age of 40 and get the body that you deserve, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and leave a comment and let me know what you started on. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.